Hey, what I want to talk about in this video is some of the major causes of unhappiness. I'm gonna try to get it done this time. I've been trying to do it all freaking day, but yeah. For reason one, well, I'm not gonna put an order in, but one of the reasons is not knowing what happiness is, and what I mean by this is like we sometimes get a general society-based idea of what happiness is, based on other people's lifestyles, and that sort of transforms our perception of what we have to do in order to achieve happiness. And that comes down to what you have and the things you can do, and the sort of person you can be, and it touches personality also. Like I said, the things that you must do in life, what you have, the material it sort of forces you to be materialistic, and that's not just things that you can buy, and that's who you have in your life also. I guess we could tell ourselves that we have to be in a relationship to be happy, and just because we see our friends in one, or things of that such sort. So it's losing touch with what you really think is happiness. And I guess to eliminate this is to just sit down and think about what makes you happy, and just think about it for yourself. Not just leave everyone else out of it, and think about what makes you happy. Another reason is our expectations, and expectations can cause more sadness than they can. I guess it's sort of the same thing, but they can cause to be a lot more sadder, an effect on sadness than it can lack of happiness. But it touches the same area. So you know how it is, where you expect something to go one way, and you've invested so much of your thought into it and your care, and then you want it to go this way, and then at the last moment it ends up going that way. It's gonna hurt because like I said, you invested so much of your optimism and expectations for it to go that way. But it's like whether you expect the relationship to go well, or whether you simple things, whether you expect to go somewhere, or how it is where like when you were young or something, your parents said you would go somewhere, you got all excited, and then you found out that you can't. That's a general example, but it's the same. And I guess the thing is not to not have expectations is good, because it's sort of you sort of plan things, and planning and being careful about things is great. But just leave that little slot in your mind, that little thought that perhaps things may not go the way you want them to go, and in the event that they don't, it won't hurt as much, because you left that little that little thought that everything doesn't go the way you want it to go, and that's just how it is. Everything does not go the way you want it to go, and that leads me to this point. Thinking that we can, another reason is thinking that we can control our lives. We can control the things that are in our lives, and we can control those around our lives. And what I mean by this is like thinking that the situation is a result of your actions. And when you think this way, and you think deeply this way, and you believe it, when things don't, when things get out of hand, or when they go a different way, it's sort of just like it goes back to the expectations. But it's sort when you think that everything that you do is controlling the outcome, you start to change yourself. You start to change the things that you do, your actions, and your personality. And you become a different person. And sooner or later you're probably gonna realize it, and you're gonna want to get back in contact with who you were. But you know, just realize that you can't control every outcome. You know, and just take that bit of pressure off yourself, because you can't. And you know, everything that happens isn't a result of what you did. Plenty are, but life is life, and it's just the way it is. It's just reality. You know, nothing is, you know, happens because of control all the time, not because of our control. But yeah. So don't believe that everything is a result of what you do.